Colleagues, national popular vote. Every vote counts. The candidate with the most votes wins. We want the candidate to visit Oregon, spend money here. We want to be important. The Electoral College is outdated, 200 years old, and we need to move forward. The fact is, we're not a direct democracy, but a constitutional republic. The Founding Fathers rejected the concept of the direct election of the President. Fact. The U.S. Constitution, Article 2, Section 1, defines the Electoral College, which was later amended by the 12th Amendment and has been in place for all of our presidential elections. I'm proud of our Constitution. I respect the wisdom of our Founding Fathers. However, our Constitution has a system to change it, to change the Electoral College. This bill calls for Oregon to join those 9 other states, which has been about a decade in creating those 9 states to join the compact, to join an end run around the U.S. Constitution and join a compact for agreement among the states to elect the President by national popular vote. House Bill 3077 states the agreement among the states to elect the President by national popular vote is hereby enacted into law and entered into on behalf of this state, with the other states legally joining the compact. The questions I asked the good carrier from Lake Oswego, is it legal? There's some people think it's not legal. The fact is, this bill binds Oregon to giving our electoral votes to the winner of the national vote nationally. Colleagues, you know this. Oregon's population, to the nation, is 1% of the national population. I'll suspect that Oregon will continue to get about 1% of the presidential candidate's attention. However, with 7 electoral votes, it could be a player in a close contest. This happened in the last election. Remember, we thought New Hampshire was in play with their votes. And colleagues, if you really want to be a player in campaigns, we have the authority to change our primary election dates. We can do that. Look at the attention the primaries in the small states of Iowa and New Hampshire get with very smaller populations in Oregon. More than 1/2 of the nation's population lives in just 9 states. 9 states. More than 1/2 of the nation's population lives in the 40 largest urban cities or areas. Let me quote a former Senator, Daniel Patrick Moynihan, Democrat, New York. He argued that abolishing the Electoral College would be the most radical transformation of our political system because it would severely weaken the 2-party system. Let me repeat that. The most radical transformation in our political system, and it would weaken the 2-party system. With the national popular vote, more candidates will enter the races, and the winner will be decided by who gets the most votes. The results could be a winner with a very small percentage of the votes. The Electoral College amplifies the results of a popular vote. For example, in 1992, Bill Clinton won the presidency with only 43% of the popular vote. Yet, 57% of the people who voted for the other 2 candidates only had to look at his 370 electoral votes to know that he was the nation's choice to be president, not someone with 37% of the vote. Colleagues, the fact is the U.S. Constitution, Article 1, Section 10, prohibits any state without the consent of Congress from entering into any agreement or compact with another state. I also like to quote to you from a very conservative newspaper, the LA Times, whose arguments, I think, support that this is not a good move for Oregon. The quote, "This kind of end run around the U.S. Constitution, a national popular vote, is necessary because the only way to get rid of the Electoral College entirely is via constitutional amendment, which is nearly impossible to pass. Enough small states, like Oregon, would benefit from the current system to block an amendment." End of quote. I've never seen a floor speech change The expected vote.
Excuse me, Representative. Representative Gelser yields her time to you.
Thank you, Representative. I don't think in the time I've been on this chamber that I've seen a floor speech change the expected vote. But I hope my speech is with more facts and opinions that provide you enough doubts about this bill to reconsider your support. Even those who support sponsors of the bill and those who have committed their votes to the advocacy of this bill should remember the LA Times report that the Electoral College benefits states like Oregon. I submit that this bill and the national popular vote would make small population states like Oregon obsolete and give national decision-making power to Americans' urban centers. And Portland is not one of those. Supporters of the national popular vote movement claim that their system would force candidates to go to less populated rural areas. Logic and history just don't support that claim. Candidates have no reason to pay attention like Wyoming, Nevada, Utah, North Dakota, South Dakota. Combined, did they win just as many states by visiting New York and Chicago? The Electoral College can be hard to understand, but part of the reason may be that it works. I submit changing the U.S. Constitution is an issue the people of Oregon did not elect us to make for them. Yes, we can pass this bill to abolish the Electoral College established by the U.S. Constitution, but it is not what the people of Oregon sent us here to do. Colleagues, please join me to stop this end-run attempt of the U.S. Constitution to abolish the Electoral College, which benefits states like Oregon. I urge your no vote.